E.S.S. Wellington, An Interstellar Tale by J.N. Wdowski. For your full enjoyment, be sure to read, listen, or watch to the end. Chapter 9, Negotiations. What have you learned about them? Mueller asked Stenval, as they waited for a reply to their laser signal. Surprisingly, they are using fission energy, his sensor officer replied. Fission, not fusion, Mueller responded. Their stealth technology is light years ahead of ours. Yet they are still using fission power? Aye, Captain, Stenval added. I'm not picking up any anti-grav generators. I have no idea how they achieve FLT. Weapons? He examined his sensor readings of the alien ship. I am detecting conventional energy and kinetic railguns, no different from our own armaments. Defenses? It has an active magnetoplasma defensive system, Stenval answered. Effective against energy weapons and metallic kinetic rounds. Mueller stated aloud his understanding of the nature of their shields. Effective enough to deflect or at least weaken greatly anything that might penetrate their defenses, Rosario pointed out. The captain is more than aware of that, Lieutenant. Frost, standing behind Mueller, reprehended Rosario. Sorry, sir. Rosario lowered his eyes and focused on his tactical station. Mueller ignored the slight. Load our forward rail guns with ceramic darts, just in case. Aye, sir. Rosario relayed the order to the forward railgunners. Rogers interrupted. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the alien ship. Audio only. Is there any way the computer can decipher it? Mueller realized that, without reference points for the alien language, the computer would be unable to translate it. With the Rogers aliens, the Wellington had at least intercepted hours of television transmissions, complete with visual context that allowed the computer to begin associating words with objects, actions, and grammar patterns. No need, sir. They are using the White Chin's language, Rogers explained. I can have the computer translate into English. Do it, Mueller ordered. Rogers had the computer translate the transmission and broadcast it in English on the bridge's PA system. Surrender the children, the female computer voice broadcasted. Mueller turned to Rogers. Translate my reply and transmit to them. Ready, sir. I am Captain Mueller of the E.S.S. Wellington. We are an Earth-deep space cruiser. We seek friendly contact with other sentient species. He looked at the ship on the screen. Surrender the children. The computer translated their reply. The children? Why do you want the children? Mueller responded. Who are you? Who am I speaking to? Surrender the children, they repeated. He thought to himself, no variation, no engagement. He gave a cut-off hand signal to Rogers and turned to Frost. This conversation is not going anywhere. Why the children specifically? Frost was confused. I think I know why. Mueller answered and ordered Rogers to reopen the channel. I am not surrendering anyone to you, not until I know who you are and what your intentions are. I will then present your request to their parents. They are not our prisoners. If they choose to go with you, that is their decision, not mine. A few seconds passed before the aliens responded. We have no interest in their adults. Surrender their children. I do not think their adults will surrender their children to you. They may be willing to go with them, if you explain who you are and what your intentions are. Mueller knew in his gut they would not agree to his terms. And even if they did, he did not think the Rogers white and yellow chins would be willing to go with these unknown aliens demanding their children. We have no interest in the adults. Surrender the children. If not, we will fire upon you, disable you, board you, and take the children by force. If you want to live, surrender the children. The female computer voice suddenly responded in a screeching alien tongue. Key cluck key grocket. Confused, Mueller looked to Rogers for the meaning of the last part of their message. Rogers shrugged her shoulders, guessing, the last sentence I think was their native tongue. The computer was unable to translate it. Mueller turned back and looked at the glowing green alien ship with its single long black window staring at him like a soulless eye. He took a moment to stroke his gray chin whiskers before answering their last message. No. Mueller then gestured to Rogers to cut communications. The alien craft opened fire upon the Wellington. The main view screen and minor screens above it all went black. Mueller looked to Rosario. Our repulsive gravity shields have been automatically activated. the tactical officer reported. All sensors are offline, Steenval added. At least our shields are working against the Momval aliens, unlike with the Holdens. Mueller looked at the black screens in front of him. Momval? Frost asked. I entered their system as the Momval system in my journal, named the Uncharted Star after Mom Dingo and Stenval, for discovering it when we first encountered them. Mueller explained, It is in my journal, so it is official. Thank you, sir. Mom Dingo and Stenval both replied. Rosario, as soon as they cease their attack, and we can see again, use the ceramic darts to target their shield transmitters. Mueller commanded him, once the darts take out their shields, hit them with everything we got. Mueller thought to himself, You want to play it this way? Fine. I tried being nice. All ship's sensors and view screens reactivated, exposing the alien craft before them. Now, Mr. Rosario. The Wellington's 2 forward railguns fired ceramic darts at the alien ship. The darts easily penetrated their electromagnetic plasma shielding, hitting the shield's forward transmitters. Their forward shields are down, Stenval excitedly reported. Rosario fired their forward lasers at full strength, hitting the alien's bridge directly. In a silent flash, the black glass shattered under the heat of the Wellington's chemical lasers. Secondary explosions followed on the alien bridge. Switched to depleted uranium darts hit their forward weapons. Mueller directed Rosario. Within seconds, 2 uranium darts smashed into the bow of the Momval starship. More secondary silent explosions ripped apart their bow section. The alien ship hung there in front of them, seemingly lifeless. Stenval? Mueller wanted updates. Their forward shielding is completely gone. Their forward weapons are all gone. The loss of their bridge seems to have taken out their command and control. Stenval read his sensors. Life? Power? Mueller questioned. There is still life on the ship. Their fission reactor is still online, along with their other shields. Mom Dingo, circle around them, up and over, Mueller told Helm. Aye, sir. Mom Dingo fired their rear engines and keel directional engines to bring the Wellington up and over the Momval saucer-like ship. Mr. Rosario, load 2 more ceramic darts in our forward rail guns. Prepare to take out their rear shielding and hit them again with our lasers at full power, Mueller commanded. The Wellington came up and over the green glowing saucer-like ship. Mom Dingo fired their dorsal engines to bring them back down and directly behind them. Firing the starboard directional engines, he positioned them to face the Momval ship's aft section. The smoothness and gracefulness of his maneuvers would have put a ballet dancer to shame. He handled the massive deep space cruiser as if it were an extension of him. Fire, Mueller commanded. 2 more ceramic darts were launched from the Wellington's forward railguns, surgically hitting their aft shield transmitters. With their rear shields down, Rosario raked the aft section of the alien ship with their 2 forward high-powered laser banks. Multiple silent explosions ripped across the alien vessel's aft section. Once the secondary explosions subsided, the vessel's slight greenish glow went dark. Their fission reactor is offline, Stenval reported. Life signs. There are some, Steenval answered. A handful. I want to know who they are. Mueller looked to Rogers. Inform Basilone to prepare boarding parties. Inform Dr. Kumar to prepare a medical team to help any survivors. Inform the hangar bay to prepare all 4 shuttles. He then looked up at Frost, standing slightly behind him. Take command of the boarding party. Aye, sir. Frost smiled and headed for the hangar bay. Be sure to continue to Chapter 10, Boarding Party.
To support the author, please like, share, comment, and subscribe.